Let me go, you unwashed ape! I'll have you flayed, you wretched spawn of a beast!
Order! Order in the court! We are gathered here today to attend the case of Sinner versus Pyre. On the side of the defense, we have Mr. Rue Wallaby representing Miss V. Pyre, and then on the side of the prosecution, we have the Honorable Madam Esme Squire Esquire, representing Miss Listener. I am Judge Perry Jury, and I'll be presiding over court today. Prosecution. I will be taking your opening statement for the jury here.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hold on. You took me to court? Me? Court? Over what?
I will have the defense be quiet during opening statements, thank you. Wallaby, please control your client.
Right. Miss Pyre, please do not mess this up for us. I really need this bonus.
What? Thank you, Your Honor. In fact, I am glad Miss Pyre spoke up just now. Just in time for me to introduce her. What we see here, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is a woman. Yes. What if I told you this woman, for the past 20 years, has run a clinic as a practicing doctor? A clinic which opens outside of standard business hours, with expired licenses and no staff except herself.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes, Wallaby.
That would be illegal, and therefore my client would not have done it.
Overruled, Wallaby. That's why we're in court. People are here because they've allegedly done illegal things.
Quite right, sir.
This is my public defendant. Are you kidding me?
Quiet in the stands. Continue, Miss Squire.
As I was saying, a woman practicing her craft, which she's not licensed for, in a clinic that does not follow regulations, with no one to check or balance her. And what does she do, dear jury? That's right. In a room with no cameras, she ties my poor client down, bites her under the guise of a bloodletting, and then drinks her blood under the delusion that she is a vampire. Considering the mental scarring of this event, as well as the risk my client underwent not receiving the proper treatment for their symptoms, we are looking for complete coverage of legal fees, $426,000 in reparation, and a lifelong sentence. Thank you, Your Honor.
Straight and to the point. Very well. Defense?
Your Honor, we don't deny these charges.
We what? Isn't there supposed to be a strategy meeting before this? Why is this your plan?
As you can tell, Judge, my client is a very confused woman.
Your client is going to leave you as a shriveled husk in an alleyway after this.
She is violent and reactive.
I am not reactive, and certainly not under any delusions. I am a vampire. I could slay any of you within seconds should I wish to, and in fact, why am I the defendant here? She literally forced me to turn her into a vampire as well. Coercion! She poisoned me with silver. Did unspeakable things to me.
Suffice to say, Your Honor, we are pleading insanity.
We do no such thing!
Miss Pyre, if you cannot calm yourself, I shall have you escorted out by our bailiffs.
Will that make you listen to me? About how you're being tricked by that snake new spawn? Your Honor, if I may.
Go ahead, Miss Squire.
Miss Pyre, if you claim that my client is, likewise, a vampire, then how come she is eating garlic right now? Are you serious? Vampires can eat garlic just fine. That's a myth. Also, why aren't we questioning the fact she's eating entire cloves of garlic? Or if that isn't proof enough, how come she can hold a statuette of the Virgin Mother Mary and be unharmed? Again, this stuff is a myth. Churches are just buildings. You think a few bricks and 2 planks hammered together in a cross shape is going to stop us? Also, the statue she's holding is literally crying blood. And if that isn't enough, dear jury, would a bloodthirsty vampire be holding a baby so sweetly and maternally? That's clearly a doll, and she's actively trying to bite its neck. As I have established, Your Honor, it is abundantly clear that any accusations of vampirism towards my client are baseless. And also, vampires aren't real.
I'll allow it, Miss Squire.
Hey, lawyer, do something.
Don't worry, mate. I've got this. Hey, Your Honor! Nose goes to jail!
Hey.
Shield. I shield, Your Honor. Now he can't lose.
Sustained! I've shield and therefore I cannot lose.
Well, I did what I could. Your Honor, I rest my case.
You didn't do anything!
Well, with the sacred law of nose goes having been called on, that settles our court case for now. Is there any objections from the jury?
Executor already!
All right then. I hereby declare Miss Pyre guilty on all charges, including being a sore loser. See, I added that one in for flavor. Funny, right? She is hereby sentenced to a lifelong sentence at the Silly Goose Correctional Facility for the silliest of geese. Maximum security with no option for parole. Also, all the other stuff you guys demanded. I don't remember. Court dismissed!
Hey! What? How does any of this make sense? This is a kangaroo court! This is an injustice! Corruption! I demand to speak to a lawyer!
Well, shucks. I'll get you next time, Esme.
You know the deal.
Yeah, dinner on me. I get it. I really thought Nose Goes would do it this time.
Rookie mistake, Rue. You have to account for the shield clause.
Always forget about that dang shield clause. Also, where's your client?
Oh, turned into a bat and flew away. She does that.
These TikTok trends just keep getting stranger and stranger.